let me clear that up. There we go. Welcome to Crafting a Chat, episode 34. I don't know where anybody is, but we're going to continue. Maybe they'll join. So, I am texting Genesis. And, hopefully he'll join. Well, anyways, I've sent them invites. Desu Noto, should be here. Alright, what do we do? What do we talk about? Yes. What have I been playing? I've been playing, I got Wheel of Fortune, got all the trophies in that. I actually posted a couple of videos, on my channel, which is pretty fun. I got that trivia game with #1 fan of the podcast, Kevin. Well, he didn't get it, he just helped me get all the trophies on that. They said you could get it in like 8 minutes with Google, or 15 minutes or whatever, and we ended up playing a little bit more because we were kind of screwed over by some of the questions, like, what is this picture? Kind of hard to Google some stuff. But, you know, it was pretty sweet. Yeah. What else? What else? I think that's... Oh, Genesis and I, we played, The Forest. A little bit more of that. We played for like 5 hours last night. We actually ended up losing a couple hours because of, he just didn't save and the game crashed. It's not a great game, but, you know, that's kind of what we did. What else? Let me give you a tour of the world, I guess, if you're curious. So I built this. It's supposed to be like a PS5. There's not really anything special in here. But, yeah. Come through here. This was supposed to be like a, what the hell is it called? Like the archives. I think I only did like up to episode 2, maybe. Yeah, episode 2. Ah, yes, Giuseppe. He's doing well. He's having some issues with some personal things, but nothing serious, thankfully. You could take a minecart. Actually, let's do that. Screw it. Why not? Take a minecart. Get that apple out, like I always do. Yeah, as you can see, there's the PS5. So, we're in creative. Which is fun. We have a server as well, but we don't really do anything. I mean, we still use it, but, like, it's not big. Yeah, I could have just walked, but for some reason I made that all that way. Yeah, this is, Dragon Ball Z, like, fight ring. This is where we also film, as you can tell. Just kind of sit here. And then, boom. If y'all have been here for a minute, there we go. This is where we did, the Game Awards. So it's kind of dark now, because I turned off the lights. That dumb thing is down here. That merchant. The thing's so annoying. Let me go back up here. Get some items out. What am I looking for? Looking for wood slab. Wood. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh my gosh. Wood. We don't need a button. We'll do this. Boom. And wood slab. Hidden from the rest of the world. And as you know, Giuseppe sat here and we gave him that switch. That epic cow prank. So, Giuseppe wrote this on here. That's why the lettering's different. What the? Get off the sign. You're ruining Giuseppe's legacy. How dare you? How dare you! Get off! Get off! Oh, that one lived. Alright, well, you know. Hi. There's 4 of those hidden throughout the world. Not really hidden. There's another one right there. There's one in this direction somewhere. Yeah, as you can see, the snow cleanup. Kind of got a little lazy with that. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the other one. Ooh. Hi. And then, I think there's one over here. Oh, if there is, I don't know. I don't remember. I think I made it green, too. I don't know. I'm not going to go look for it. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is. Nobody texted that this need to be canceled. Our friend Chuck, or Charles, or Casey, or whatever you guys want to call him, he might pop in a little bit later. Oh, I might have something. Oh, looks like Desunoto is texting. Text him back. Maybe he'll pop in. Number 1 fan of the podcast, Kevin. He got his second COVID shot. A couple days ago or a day ago. He's good, but like he's having some. He just got tired and stuff. But if you can get it, get vaccinated. So. Oh, Desu Noto had Genesis over. So. What an idiot. He forgot again about this, I guess. Well, we'll keep it running. What's going on? What's happening? We could talk about some news. I don't really have too much to go over. We'll talk about rumors and stuff later. So, apparently Desunoto is being a good big brother. So, that's good. You know, I have siblings. I have an older sister. I have a younger sister. Younger sister's 12, I think. Right? Yeah, she's born in 2009. She has a YouTube channel as well. I won't pimp that out because she's 12. I mean, honestly, I don't think she needs it either, because she got more followers than me, more subscribers. So that's cool. But we'll keep this going. I just pulled up. Oh, I hate the sound of my own voice, almost like everybody else, I think. So yeah. Oh, I bought a treadmill, Nordic Track, not sponsored. But had that delivered, paid a little extra for them to deliver it to a specific room. They did. Pretty cool. The one dude who delivered it, or one of the dudes, because there were 2. It's a 2-person team job. I'm not doing it. But yeah, the one dude, his mask was under his nose the whole time, so that was fun. But I don't care. I had my mask on, and it was a little rude, but I ain't complaining. But yeah, I got a treadmill. Gonna try running on it. Not really going anywhere, as I've said before. Genesis is coming. He'll be here momentarily. He's busy with the baby. Beautiful baby. Adorable baby. So, I don't have any kids or a wife. So, not really on the market. I mean, I'm lazy. So, but we'll hold it down. I wonder what he's been playing. I mean, I know. But This has been a very relaxing opening, and I've probably lost all viewers, which is cool. Oh, yeah, I posted some videos throughout the week. A couple Wheel of Fortune videos. I think that's really it. I gained 2 subscribers, so shout out to those 2. I don't know if you're watching. I don't think so. It only says 1 person watching, and it's me. Just to make sure that the stream's working. But, yeah, check it out. Starting Too Late. I mean, I don't even know why I'm pimping it, because this is only viewable on Starting Too Late and not on Twitch. But, if anybody's in chat, ask a question, anything, I guess. Why not? We don't really have, anybody here. Yeah, like I said, it's just me. So I'm just filling time. Filling time. How do you fill time without music? Take a sip of water. Sorry if you heard me swallow. Kevin always complains that I swallow too loudly. All jokes aside. But, yeah. A nice little tour of the building. Try to be inclusive of all brands. Like Switch. I mean, we don't have, I mean, we have PC, but we don't have, what's that Google Stadia? We don't have Stadia. I mean, Stadia doesn't have Stadia, if I'm honest with you. But, yeah. Just some stuff going on here. Just sitting in a building. Maybe one day I'll give a server tour. Because we built a lot of stuff in that. So, like bridges and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, Genesis should be hopping in momentarily. Like I said, like in 20 seconds. So, you know. I've run out of words, if I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie. Still not our worst episode. I think our worst episode is probably the DC Fandom one. Giuseppe and I argued a lot about that. That actually continued off the stream as well. I mean, all in good fun. Like, we have a good time, but, you know. Oh, there he is. There's Giuseppe.
My God!
Stop screaming, please. This is being broadcast on YouTube.
Yes, I know! I gotta... Oh, God! I've never been late for one of these. Yeah, alright, let me...
But, yeah, I told them what I was playing. I told them, nobody's watching, but I told them what I was playing. I gave them a world tour. So, yeah, talked about a couple other things. Number 1 fan of the podcast, Kevin. Yeah,
434?
Yep.
Okay.
Number 1 fan of the podcast, Kevin, can't be here because of, he's just tired. Didn't get a lot of sleep. He got a second COVID shot, and he was just been exhausted ever since. So.
Alright. Sorry about being late, everybody. I apologize. For whatever reason, I did not realize that today is Tuesday. I went out today, so I'll give you a little backstory as to what the heck happened today. I actually went out to PA today, on just the drop of a dime. I was like, you know what? We'll go out there. I got, it's my last day off before I have to go back to work. And, I was like, let's just go out there. Why not? Let's just go for a drive. It was an hour-and-a-half drive out there, so it was pretty a nice, relaxing drive at that point. So I went out there, and I was, the timing was fine, and I was coming back, and then I just seen the post, because obviously I was driving for the last, 2 to 3 hours. And, I just seen it, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I have messed up, and
no, it's all right.
We're missing our other cast member here too. Where's Desunoto?
Desunoto is helping your younger brother with homework. That's the excuse he gave.
Hey then.
Our Twitch viewers, if there are any right now, I was streaming on YouTube. I was not late because I'm amazing and never forget. Also, I host this game, so we can't join without me. But our friend Casey, Chris, Carl, Chuck, he might join a little bit later.
Okay.
Everyone's
I
kind
hope
of
he
all over
does,
the
because that'd
place.
be great.
Everyone's all over the place.
Yeah,
I
that
told them that
I
I played
100%.
Wheel of
Oh, go
Fortune.
ahead, go ahead.
I told them that I played
Okay.
The Forest with you. I didn't go into too much detail about that though. And I told them that I played that trivia game with number one fan of the podcast, Kevin. So.
Got you. Yes, I am 100% apologetic for this week's terrible start to the cast, but
Uh-huh.
we got some discussions this
Well,
week about a certain.
hold on. Terrible start to the cast?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean a late
Are
start to
you
the cast, because
It
I have
wasn't
started
late.
late. Our savior Adam
Yeah.
actually started on time and kept this in a coherent fashion, unlike his co-star who, decided to forget that today was Tuesday. So for that, I am sorry. I apologize, and it will never happen again.
It was a
So
very
yeah.
relaxed 15 minutes of me being like, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how to explain anything. I just don't know. So that's why I did the world tour and everything, and
Nice.
yeah.
Great. I'm so happy. I am so happy.
But what have you been playing?
I've been playing The Forest. I've also played Dreams, which we hopped on. I think two nights ago we hopped on for that one. Boy, that was a scary one. What else have I played? Did I play much else? Dreams, The
Oh yeah, you did
Forest.
play Dreams. Yeah, you did that. You did that.
Yeah. What else have I played?
Mm.
I played a little Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. I think that was it, honestly speaking. It was more of a media.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, once Chuck gets in here, we'll talk about a film. You know. Oh, we talk about some gaming news. I don't really have anything. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Before PS3. Oh, PSP. Yeah, PSP came out before PS4. Yeah, because you used to. Yeah, there's that whole folder and stuff. No, PS Vita came out during PS3. I believe so. No, Vita's 10 years old. Yeah, no, Vita's 10 years old. Came out in 2011. Yeah, 2004. It's been out a while. 2005. Yes, but yeah, yeah, yeah. March 24th, 2005 is when the PSP came out. Should have looked at the time 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Haha, jokes, jokes. I don't know if anybody
I see.
saw. Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
What's the spaces here? What are you going by today? Wow. Okay. Nothing.
No,
He's
that
going
was
by.
it.
What?
He-
That was it? Oh, we just don't refer to you by a name?
No, you refer to me by making a sound that in our language would be called silence.
This was a mistake.
our
So
language. This was a
if
mistake.
I'll understand that you're referring to me by if there's a gap long enough that starts getting a bit awkward. That's how
The
you can address
awkward
me.
gap is how we're gonna refer to him as a
So,
name.
I knew this. That's why I've said awkward silence is my favorite. I'm literally talking about.
Chuck, Charles, Chris, stop! Don't do this.
I
I
like
don't
how you
want.
panicked.
I don't want to go through this. Stop.
Yeah, as everyone knows, cannot join us
Uh,
in Minecraft.
cool. Do we
So
do we just make a snowman out of him or something and put him in there?
nah.
I
All right.
see.
So that empty chair is his then. Cool. Fantastic. This.
Well, let's put him right here, just so he's with everyone. Well, that's not far enough back. But there we go.
Cool.
Boom. He's a
Perfect.
jack-o'-lantern. But hey, what have you been playing?
Oh, nothing good, nothing great. I'm real salty that there's a Ratchet and Clank update coming out for 60 FPS, and I just went back like 5 years after I started it to get the platinum,
Joke's on you,
like
it's out now.
2 weeks ago, and now, well, I mean, I already have it. I'm not going back for the 60 FPS, but that would have been nice on my last week of playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little
But
strange to announce it, but cool that it's there, considering that you can't access any other Ratchet and Clank Legacy games on the
no,
store anymore.
and like, yeah. Also, why can't I not play all my PS3 Ratchet and Clank games, guys? I don't know. I mean,
I
I
mean, you
understand
can if
emulation's
you
hard,
own
but you
them.
can, but it's hard. But yeah.
That
But
or if
aside
you.
from all of that, I'm really just thinking like, why is Sony so lazy about putting out these 60 frame per second patches on a bunch of their at least first party owned games?
It's
And I
not that
guess
they're
now
lazy. They tackle it differently than Microsoft.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I don't like it. I like Microsoft's
Insomniac
approach.
is they've been giving good support in their games. I mean, between Miles Morales and this and the original Spider-Man, I mean, they've given a good amount of
And
support,
now,
right?
and now they are first party too.
Yeah, but a
Yes,
lot of the
that's
Microsoft
correct.
stuff, the reason things can go 60 is because Microsoft has like an AI that automatically targets like 60 frames
Yeah,
in
any other
some of
old
their
games
backwards compatible games. So
they automatically get a boost mode to their frames, don't
yeah,
they? It's like an artificial boost.
yeah, yeah.
And
I mean, they
I'm
do patch
sure
some games as well, but there's automatically like an artificial
I'm
boost.
sure Sony could figure a way out to make that work. I mean,
Um,
PC players have been able to force frame rate increases in games for years now.
yeah,
You know,
probably.
someone could at Sony could figure out in the PS5 operating system to kind of enforce that, even if it breaks things a little bit. And I'd be willing to go with that, but
It'd be nice, but
they are not.
for me, this doesn't affect me literally at all because I just am dumb and my eyes cannot tell frame rates. But yeah, it would be nice. It would also be nice if Sony was a little bit more on legacy, but again, I'm not really into legacy stuff unless it's coming with new trophies. So
Oh, you mean like the Infamous Collection remastered?
yeah, all right. Just gotta bring that up every time and hurt my feelings, huh?
I'm not hurting your feelings. I'm trying. Listen, if Sony's listening to this at any point in their fiscal year, then they should realize that there's many people, including yourself, who would love an Infamous remaster, if not Infamous 3. But
you say in their fiscal year? It's always their fiscal year.
well,
Every year is a fiscal year.
Yeah,
that's exactly
Until
why
there's
I
no
mean
more
that.
years.
It's a fiscal time for them to understand.
it's a fiscal time. You heard it here first, folks.
It was the
Genesis.
fiscalist of times. It
Fiscal
was the least fiscalist of times.
Oh God. Oh my God! Stop it.
I'm the new Ayn Rand, but in the theme of Charles Dickens.
Ayn Rand, not Ein? Isn't it Ein?
You know what I don't care about is her, or how to pronounce her.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think you nailed her. I think you pronounced the word "her" correctly, so you did good on that. But Ein, yeah, I don't think it matters. But any fans of Ayn Rand?
Ein is a corgi who's adorable.
That's a different Ein. It's spelled different.
The only one I like.
That's fair. When it comes to people versus corgis, I'm going corgi every time.
I seen a little dog today when I was walking past one of these little pet shops, and this white dog just got up. Like the shop was dark, like it was closed. It was dark, and the puppy's just laying there. He got up and he just looked at me, and I felt bad for it at first, and I was like, wait a minute, he's a dog. And then I walked away.
Yeah, but
I saw
it was closed. The
beaver
dog
puppy.
broke in.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, it was a pet shop.
Yeah, no, it broke
God,
in.
what have I done?
You did this last time. You did that on purpose.
Yeah, I
Don't
know.
lie to us.
No. I didn't mean
We've
to.
played this game for 19 years. Like, come on.
I didn't mean to do that.
This game came out the
Yes.
year the Vita did. Like, come on.
You played this
does
game for
Sony not
19
have-
years?
Why did they never rip off the Nintendogs idea and make
They did.
PSP dogs?
Parappa is the
Tokyo
PSP
Jungle?
dog?
Tokyo Jungle.
Tokyo
represent.
Jungle, yeah. Parappa the Rapper
Guys,
is not the same as
This is your
Nintendo.
last chance to buy Tokyo Jungle. If you don't have like the PlayStation Online PS3 discs Greatest Hits Volume 1 with like Fat Princess, Tokyo Jungle, and Castle Crashers, you got to download it now on the PlayStation 3 store before it goes away forever.
I'll tell you what,
Dude.
I didn't care for Castle Crashers. Fat Princess was funny, but like I never played it, really, because it's just not my type of game. And Tokyo Jungle looked like trash. No offense to anybody
Tokyo
who made
Jungle?
it or liked it. Yeah.
So,
It's a
Fat
wonderful,
Princess,
weird online survival. Well, it's not online. It's only available to download online now from the PlayStation Store till it goes away. But it was like
he's gonna keep going on.
survival
with
sim
this.
beforehand. They existed anywhere. First one.
Fat
They
Princess
invented
was
a genre.
good. Castle
I heard.
Crashers got remastered, and then
Oh,
Tokyo
did it?
Jungle. Yeah, I think it's trash.
You know, I tried playing Fat Princess, and when I got that disc for PlayStation, and that collection was put out when the community was mostly dead already anyway, it felt. So,
Genesis,
oh
do you remember when we worked with a young woman? I won't say her name, but, you remember her. We gotta have faith. Where you asked her if she ever saw Fat Princess because you said she looked like her.
Oh my God, I did say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How'd you say that? That's hilarious.
Did she ever get offended by that?
No, she looked it up and agreed and thought she was cute. So,
Listen.
well, she was cool.
Oh my God.
Let's just remember, she was cool. Like, she didn't like. If you made a joke about a box, she wouldn't care. You know what I mean?
Yes.
About a box?
Yes, if I made a
What
joke about a
about,
box and brown and other things like that, she wouldn't care.
Yeah.
What about other inanimate containers?
Those don't matter.
got
Just
boxes, you
particularly
got cartons,
particularly
you
a
got
box.
Jugs.
Particularly
you
a
got-
box.
Hey, family
Buckets.
show.
I could have said that and it would have been fine. But because I said it's a box and the color brown, that's just automatically people assume the worst.
Anyways,
But anyway,
getting over your evil
I don't
past.
understand. Someone please
you-
explain.
Nah, he's told you the story. You should understand, or you weren't listening. It's okay.
I
Yeah,
can't
good
believe I
times.
said that though to her. I forgot that I said that to her.
I remember you said that, and I looked at you like, what's wrong with you? But it was like it wasn't. You didn't mean any ill intent, I assume. It was a
No,
genuine
I think you
question
can
of, like-
tell. Yeah, you could probably tell if I had meant to say it in a demeaning sort of
And
manner.
if I'm
but
honest, she looked like Fat Princess. Even when Fat Princess was skinny, like this was not like a question of her weight, even though she fit. But she looked like Fat Princess. So she's doing
How many
well
Cs?
still, by the way.
how many
Oh,
C's?
oh, that's Fat Princess is not C's. That's just a Fat
No,
Princess.
she was.
Oh, she was at least two C's.
Okay, all right.
Two
that makes
extra
sense.
C's on the original C. You know what I mean?
The original C.
Yeah. So thick is THIC, 2 more C's. That's 3 C's in total. You know what I'm talking about? That's math.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
was a bit like objectification, and I don't like where this is going, guys. This
If
is a
I'm honest,
friendly video game
I was
team
texting her
podcast.
not too long ago, so this is something she agrees with, and these are her numbers. So I'm just throwing that out there. I keep up with people. I like to keep up with people.
Good. That's good.
You know, just
We
to
just
make
don't
sure.
keep up with people who throw their consoles in closets, because that's.
No, I emailed him today.
That's not.
I emailed him today.
Ah, I see.
Oh,
Okay,
I
well.
heard you say you nailed him, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
wow.
I nailed him. My best
sure you
lay.
did.
Just another tick in the book of the people I nail.
Cool. Well, if he
Easter's
ever
coming
decides
up.
to.
Genesis, are you familiar with chat patata? Pata? Patata?
Shot potato.
Yes, chopped potato, essentially.
Okay. Yeah. It's you say it's aloo chaat? Yes, I'm familiar with that.
There was no aloo. It was like chat patat. It was like P-A-T-T-A. P-A-T-A. Chat pata. And it was noodles.
Shot.
There was no pata in them. And it was just like instant noodles, but they came from, well, as far as I could tell, it was like Pakistan. Like, it had like cumin, but also like lime
Okay.
and such.
That's yeah. There's a different word you call that. That's it's samia. That's basically like, yes, noodles, but you don't use it like you use traditional noodles. That you put into like boiling milk, or you put it into like coffee or tea, and it makes a type of like soupy type of think of oatmeal, but replace the oatmeal with noodles.
Interesting.
It's like
Okay.
ramen.
I'm intrigued.
It's not a salty, it's a sweet type of thing you eat. It's usually a dessert or a breakfast you eat.
How you use the noodles. Okay, so this one was packaged just as a cup noodle, where you just added water, and it was a different flavor. It was interesting. It was good. I got it from a grocery store I had not visited before,
Okay.
but
Okay.
unrelated
Okay.
to everything. But when we were talking to thick, I was like, those noodles were not thick, but
That's what you
what I
thought of? You
like.
thought of
Those
food?
noodles were not thick, but
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I definitely appreciate this. This is actually organic.
Exactly. It was definitely not organic though.
No, it's
It
organic,
was-
like organic apples.
And it came with a little, like, inside the cup was a fork. And the fork was plastic, but it folded in half. So you had to, like, unfold it and click it into position.
So
It was
those
amazing.
those are like, they're okay. If you get the original, like made from a package, it actually tastes much better than those cups, because that's not a good representation of what it is.
Oh, absolutely true. Even with, like, Maruchan or whatever, when you get, like, the ramen versus cup noodle, like, the ramen packet that you have to boil is better than cup noodle. But cup noodle is so nice and lovely, lazily able to be made.
Absolutely, I
Sometimes
would
I do
agree.
cup. But I do agree. I'm more of a packaged boil man
Yes,
most of the
I would
time.
agree with that. Do we want to bring up the film yet, since he's here now?
I mean, we can.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
Sometimes
then.
I just can't handle it.
I didn't see it. So the film we're talking about this week, and the film that we have, at least Adam and I have very strong feelings about, and if not Adam, I have extremely strong feelings that I was ready to buy a plane ticket, go to the said company's building.
Let's not say what you were
And-
going to or not do,
Yeah,
because legally.
I was gonna give them a thank you letter for doing that, because that was amazing that they gave that to us. And then after I gave them the thank you letter, they would cease to exist in a virtual manner. But the film we're
As
talking
a result
about
of your
is
plane ticket?
yes.
Okay.
That has other implications. That doesn't mean that either.
No sweat, fan the show. I'm fucking sick of people
So
breaking this fucking rule.
The film we're talking about is the Snyder Cut of Justice League. For anybody who's watching the cast who's seen it, it is a required watch in your lifetime. It's not an if. It's
It
not
will
a
take
should
your
I
lifetime.
watch.
That's why it's in your lifetime.
No. It's not going to take your lifetime. It is worth your lifetime. It is exactly worth your lifetime for this film.
That's because it's an exchange of one lifetime for the viewer.
No, it's not an exchange of. Well, you know what? Honestly, it's probably worth it if it was an exchange of your lifetime. This film is just that good. Okay,
Yeah.
Forget every film that you think is the best film in the world. It's all garbage. It's all trash compared to this film.
Fury Road.
What? Theory Road?
Fury.
Oh,
Mad
Fury
Max.
Road.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Men. No, that's nothing compared to this movie. No.
Sorry.
No.
It was
Now
just an
let me.
opinion that was so outrageous that I couldn't comprehend it as a real opinion.
Shall I start with my opinion, or somebody else want to first?
I
start
mean,
with
I
their
already
opinion on this
told
movie?
mine last week.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, no,
Genesis.
go ahead, Genesis. You take this as a resident
All
DC
right.
fan. Remember when you argued with Giuseppe in that one episode? As a resident
did.
DC fan, you take this. You go ahead.
I did, and I will eat every single word I've said incorrectly about the DC universe. Actually, I should correct myself about the Snyderverse, because that's what should be resurrected from this film. Yeah, because the rest of the DC verse is a piece of garbage. This film single-handedly restored every single bit of interest that I had in the entire Snyderverse, and it made me forget that the 2017 film existed. So I'm not even going to say that there was a film in 2017. It's gone. It was erased from people's memories, and I would advise you, if you've seen the 2017 version of this, which I have no idea what that's about, you should go watch the current version, and it will immediately erase your mind. You know the thing from Men in Black where like they have the little thing that erases people's memories. This comes out of the television and erases your memories of 2017's version of this film. And let me tell you, 4 hours. I would have been even happier if this movie was 6 hours. I told Adam, I said if they combined Infinity War and Endgame and it was a 6-hour film, I would have been fine with that, because after watching the 4-hour film, I thought it was the perfect amount of detail in that movie. From just overall doing Batman correctly, not objectifying Wonder Woman, giving Cyborg an actual storyline, giving the Flash better scenes and not making him seem like a loser, giving him something worthwhile to do, and getting rid of that godforsaken family that we had nothing to do with, and also giving Superman. He's still OP. He's always going to be OP, but not making him steal the show the way he did in the original, where, okay, nobody else could do anything, and he was there, and they all had to wait for him, and okay, as soon as he came in, cool, I'm here. I guess I'll save the day, and then I'll leave, and then you guys can handle the rest. Oh, I'm going to come back and finish saving the day. Yeah, sure, thanks a lot, guys. This film is just a mesmerizing piece of art, and if I don't get a sequel to this movie, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to live with the sadness and the remorse that because of the original's fault, this will never get an evolution of a film. And even all the way up to the last few minutes of the movie, up until, for anybody again who's watched it, the last scene, the final scene that we see, even then, it was so fantastic. I couldn't, I can't measure into words how well this film is made. And even if it was 4 hours, I really disagree with people who say, oh, it should have been shorter or anything like that. It's fine being 4 hours. The Lord of the Rings films were so long and people were fine with it. I don't understand why this is a different sense in that, okay, it's too long and I don't want to watch the whole thing. But I would watch this over and over. I've already stolen it in a legal way.
Of course.
It's on my phone.
How those words go.
Absolutely, that's exactly how those words go, because there's nothing you can tell me otherwise. And HBO Max definitely should look into extending this verse that's been made. Whoever also greenlit the original one, you guys have to go to therapy, or you guys just cease to exist. So, yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
What you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
Go ahead.
I talked about this last week. Again, no spoilers. I really enjoyed the film. I've now watched it twice. On my second viewing, even on my first viewing when I watched it with and his wife, we we even mentioned that in the beginning, like there's a few minutes you can shave off here and there. Um, and then I think I mentioned to Genesis the other day that that weird Icelandic woman who smells the sweater I think is strangely attractive. Everyone's making fun of her
Yes, you
for
did.
smelling the sweater,
You
but
did
for
mention
some
that,
reason
yeah.
I'm like, she's pale and I love her. um, you know, whatever. Maybe I'll get buff, and look like Aquaman and she'll love me. Um, but whatever.
I have the utmost faith.
Thanks. You sound like Batman in
Mm-hmm.
the film. Yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I think it looked cool. It's way better than the 2017. I don't like calling it the original because it's just not an original in any way.
Yeah, it's not. It's an
Yeah,
abomination.
there's scenes in this where like I don't understand why they cut it out. I mean, I understand that it was a different vision for people, but like there's moments that are beautiful in this, and Cyborg
It's
is
a
a
vision that should have never
non-character.
been put out.
So you've had your time, sir.
No, I can't. It's that vision that should never been put out. Go ahead, keep
The
going.
the
Wait.
27.
Vision is a different series.
Well, I was just thinking
That's
about that, and I was like,
Marvel.
I'm gonna hold off. Marvel's a character, and anyways,
No, that's the French pronunciation of the Disney chapter.
no, there is a Marvel character.
Oh, well, there's
It's a Green
Marvel.
Lantern, I think. Has nothing to say, I guess. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed the film. Second viewing, I still enjoyed it. It's it's beautiful. I hope we get more. I don't know. At this point, I just want a confirmed answer, similar to the Game Pass stuff. Just give us a direct answer that doesn't leave anything open. So, what did you
I'd
think?
have to agree. I'd have to agree with that. I think I like that response that you gave, though. But again, it's abomination of
You
the original
keep
film. Please
talking in
stop.
the middle of me calling for.
No, people need to watch this film. I need to raise the awareness. Anyway, go ahead.
That means you.
Ah, interesting. It was okay. I had nothing against it. Went on. I said you should maybe take a longer break between chapter 4 and 5 than I attempted. But that was fine. I think that it removed some of the parts that were criticized in the 2017 release, a la the infamous Flash/Wonder Woman interaction,
Mm-hmm.
which I preferred to be gone.
You did mention you like the lasso scene with that Aquaman sat on.
I did miss the lasso scene though, with
I
Aquaman.
rewatched that scene. Totally forgot how much he perved on Wonder Woman in that scene.
Did he?
Yeah, yeah. He
Well,
literally
that's a bit
he talks,
unfortunate.
and then at the end he's like, "God, you are gorgeous. I mean, you're really beautiful." And I'm like, this is this is still going." So
Okay. Yep.
yeah, a lot of that stuff is gone, thankfully. I'm looking at a pumpkin. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna look at Genesis.
I'm mainly just thinking that. So it could have been a nice idea because he comes off kind of as the guy who doesn't like anyone else doesn't want to be there, but instead he got weakened in that writing to
Yeah,
the point where it became like uncomfortable for everyone else.
So in the film, Aquaman comes. I think Aquaman has the least amount of character development in both versions. Um, he's the one
Yes.
that is just like, I don't want to be with people, and I don't want to be with people of Atlantis. And the reason for that is, at the time of them filming this movie, James Wan requested Zack Snyder not to do too much with Aquaman or show Atlantis because he was making Aquaman, the film that came out in 2018. So that's why a lot of
It
that
was
stuff is
already known
missing.
to be done.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like, in my mind, I watch this film and I try to put myself back into the year this was supposed to come out. Because, I mean, of course, there's obviously hindsight and stuff, and technology with CGI is better. So, even some cyborg scenes that were in the 2017 cut look better in this version because they had time to just quickly polish over the CGI, most likely, just to touch it up a bit. Get the color grading back. That probably solved a lot of that issue as well. Um,
So
but
that explains also the weird accent that we got, I guess.
yeah, that's yeah, the Mara's British accent, and her saying that her mom and dad died, even though Dolph Lundgren plays her dad in the 2018 version. Also, the Atlanteans on the land, who aren't royals, they're just random guards, and they're breathing air. But in the Aquaman movie, they have to wear the water suits because they can't.
Fun vest.
Yeah, because they can't. Only the royalty can breathe both air and water. So it's very lot of stuff is off. But it's interesting because like if this came out, I'm gonna go into spoilers if everybody's okay with that. We've all seen it, and probably no
Absolutely.
one's really watching. But with some probably. But there's at the end, the Justice League fail. They lose. They die. But then it's quickly resolved because Flash is like, gotta go back in time, and he goes back in time. This movie would have came out before Infinity War. I mean, I think Infinity War is a better movie.
Still
and
was
I think
very ambitious, as you said. Like,
yes.
It came out before Infinity War. To have be an Avengers Infinity War style event with just 2 films before it, 3 films before it,
Yeah.
and not dealing with half of the cast.
Yeah, like, they blew up the main heroes, and one of them had to go back in time. In Infinity War, they were like, hey, we're killing everybody. By the way, see you next year. So, I still think, I personally think Infinity War is a better film. But it has 10 years of build up to it. I didn't like Endgame as much as everybody else. I think the last, 45 minutes is the best part of Endgame. And I still have issues with that. I'm talking about right before the cool stuff. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think the person who was the most hyped about this movie was Genesis, because his expectations must have been real low.
Well, I mean, coming from where I was with DC, yeah. I mean, my expectations were almost in the garbage. So coming from that, I was like, oh my God, this is an amazing film. I will agree with you. Infinity War and Endgame, I always refer to them together because that's a better comparison for me than referring to them as 2 separates, because this movie is so long. And you could technically split this into 2 pieces of a movie, and if it was originally supposed to come out as just Part 1 and 2, then obviously that's how it was originally meant to be shown. If I combine those 2 against this movie, yes, that's still a better film, but the reason why, for me, it even after watching Infinity War and Endgame and then watching this, it's that almost, I think it's that redemption for me that they're getting as that film is, is playing for me. Because in my mind, yeah, it has to do with the way I see DC. For you, yes, you were hyped up for this film because you're like, I can't wait to see the vision that was supposed to be put out versus what we got.
An actual vision and not some corporate mess made by a pervert.
For me, it was, I've seen Batman v Superman, I've seen Man of Steel, I've seen Aquaman, I've seen Wonder Woman, and after Aquaman, it was done. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to watch any more DC films for me. So them starting out on that big of a decline and then redeeming themselves so well in this movie where, like, I can't stop talking about how good even Aquaman, who had the least amount of, I think, not screen time, but yeah, character development time, like you said before.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they all had pretty equal, well, some obviously more than others, but
Yeah.
Aquaman didn't have the least amount of screen time, I think.
Out of the heroes, I think he would. I don't know though.
Okay, so maybe I'm correct with that statement then. But regardless, even if he does have the least amount of screen time, I still liked him better in this
Oh
film
yeah.
versus the 2017 cut because of. I guess it also pays to have seen all those movies first, seeing Wonder Woman, seeing Aquaman, seeing Batman v Superman, which the only two you wouldn't have seen, right, would be Wonder Woman and
Wonder
BVS, right?
Woman was 2017.
Oh, okay. So the only one you wouldn't have seen was Aquaman then,
Yeah.
because Aquaman came out after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I think this film sits with me so much better. Yeah, Marvel had a bigger build-up. They had such a huge build-up to that big catastrophic event that happened, and then they had a year time skip, and then had people come back to the theater to watch this time skip. That's a different thing they were playing at, and they did it very well. I think if you had removed the 2017 version completely and just had all those heroes come in their movies first, like Aquaman would have been the last one you seen, and then shown this in, like, let's say 2020 instead of 2021, I think it would have came out a lot better overall. Like, people would have appreciated it more, even more than what they appreciate it now, because that lingering original 2017 edition of it wouldn't be in everybody's head, and they wouldn't have a comparison to talk about other than maybe this and Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find someone who's never seen the 2017 version and watched this version. I'm still trying to find that. I have not found any single human being that has not seen the 2017 version and has watched the Snyder cut.
Gotta look for kids who were born in maybe like 2010, 2011, past that. They might not have seen any of this stuff or maybe been aware of all these things.
If I was a parent and my child was like 6 or 7, I would have turned that on or took them to the movie, because I'm like, it's a Batman movie, we're going. I would have took my kid to this, even though it's rated R and there's some swearing. I don't care. I'm watching a Batman movie. You're either coming with me or you're calling CPS on me. Either way, I'm seeing this film.
This also has solidified my appreciation for Batfleck, for Ben Affleck's Batman. I did not ever think that would be the case, especially after BVS and 2017's cut. I think now more than ever I want another Batman with Ben Affleck in it.
I was solidified on his Batfleck in the opening scene of Batman v Superman, when he's running towards the destruction of Man of Steel, and everybody's running away, and I was like, yeah, this is Batman. So, I mean, and then all the murder and stuff, I wasn't a fan, but.
Listen, the warehouse scene is always still amazing, which now the warehouse scene has almost been outdone with his new scene against the parademons.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
And he's not murdering humans.
But don't you miss the parademon getting wrestled?
No. No, I don't. I don't miss how the mother boxes were revealed in the 2017 version.
I miss nothing about that film.
Parademon exploding and then their blood showing mother boxes on the wall. I don't miss anything of the 2017 version. I've moved on. Yeah. So
there is nothing from that film that is absolutely any worth.
I did like the line of Superman, he's more human than I'll ever be. Because he had like a mother, a family, and he was the bright light. I did like that line. But like the way Ben Affleck looked in that scene, it was clearly obvious that it was obvious that he it was a reshoot. But
there was somebody comparing how Diana was saying when they first resurrected Superman, and how she says Kal-El, like
Kal-El, no.
Somebody was comparing the way she said it in this version and the way she said it in the 2017 one, And in the 2017 one, she has no conviction in what she's saying. She's like, no.
Kal-El, no.
And this one, she's like, no.
Well, this one, it's a different take.
Yeah.
Obviously, still not
Yeah.
a nailed line, I would say, but
Much better though.
yeah.
Of the things that they say just felt so much better in this film, versus and again, I think this is why it's sitting with me so much more than Infinity War, Endgame. Don't get me wrong. When I saw those films, I think you were with me for Infinity War, right?
Endgame.
Endgame. Infinity War, I had went with my wife, and when that movie ended, I sat there, my mouth was literally open, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that it? Was that the end of it? Like for an entire year?" And then obviously you remember my reaction from Endgame,
Of course.
So, you know, those reactions are because there was such a big build up to that. This reaction that I'm getting with this movie is just because of how well they fixed everything. That's more along the lines of what it is. Infinity War and Endgame would have still gotten a bigger reaction from me than this, because again, yeah, I think there wasn't enough build up to it, but this is now this feels like a culmination of so many things coming together now. Because after how long we got this.
Yeah. Infinity War I saw with in theaters. We sat in like the wheelchair accessible chairs because they were the only chairs left. So, remember that?
Was he? Were you standing there while he sat in a chair?
I thought that was Batman v Superman.
No, Batman v Superman. We were sitting in IMAX in the way back, or the second to last row, and we had winter coats and we had a bunch of candy and chocolate and stuff.
It was the second time we saw Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
We were in the front row the second time.
Yeah. For this one, for Infinity War, we were in that middle area for wheelchair accessible people, because we had to reserve seats, and we were like, ooh,
that section. That's right.
Yeah. I remember. So, a quick question. I know Genesis' answer, and I know my answer. But would everyone here, if this came out in theaters, go see it?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have gone to see it in theaters.
I mean, if it still comes out, and would you see it in theaters?
Yeah, why not?
I just want to see what it looks like in theaters. Also, I want to see how that screen changes. Because apparently Zack Snyder chose to do the IMAX format after it was chosen to come to HBO Max. Like, he was going to do it, and then they're like, it's only coming to HBO Max, and he's like, I'm still going to do it. Which is kind of a weird choice, but I think the black bars disappeared like almost immediately. It was almost a non-issue.
I didn't even care for the black bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go see this. Same in theaters, I would definitely go spend money to go see this.
It's a good film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed it way more than I thought, and I was still pretty hyped about it.
12 out of 10.
Say, well, I mean, you've come down a little bit since you're 50 out of 10. I think you first gave it 40 out of 10.
Oh, sorry, 50 out of 10. No, you're correct. I am mistaken.
Oh, no, you gave it a 52 out of 10, and I said, oh, that's funny. It's a DC reference. Because it's 52, and you're like, yeah.
52 out of 10, then.
But he didn't even realize, so he was just going, he's losing it. But I like this one more.
Great score.
You gave it a 7?
5 out of 7.
You gave it a what? Okay.
That's like an 8 out of 10. Why?
Don't. It's like 7.5, but whatever. Move around. Yeah.
But now, let me tell you, it would be a 7 out of 7 with rice.
What? With rice?
I'm gonna give it a 9, and then you can figure out what the other number is.
How dare you?
Well, I really enjoyed it, but it goes back to, is this the Batman I would want to see? And
yes.
The answer is yes, but did we deserve to get here? I don't think so. Even though Batman's theme in this film is basically the men are good theme for Batman v Superman, but like flipped and like changed, and it sounds way more hopeful, and it's beautiful, and the Flash theme is beautiful, and the Wonder Woman is beautiful, especially the 80th time you hear it. Anybody have any complaints? Let's talk about complaints.
I had none.
I watched with subtitles, and every single time Wonder Woman came on, they're like, ancient lamentations.
Yeah, they did do that.
I'm like, how many things do you have to lament all the time? Like, what's so sad, guys?
I think the beginning's kind of slow. Just after rewatching it a second time, I think it's a little bit slow. And I do think there's too much slow-mo, especially in the Wonder Woman bank or museum trip scene where she stops at.
It's a bank trip,
Yeah,
I
I'd
think.
agree.
No, it's a museum because they're on a
museum?
museum. Yeah, it's a museum because the children are like, we're on a museum trip.
For sure the children were just on a visit to the bank, and they're like, capitalism.
No, because those the London officers, they're like, confirmed there is a class visiting the museum today or whatever the hell they say. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not a bank. Why would they? They're not robbing it. Why would they go to a bank? You know what I mean?
I mean, you go to a bank to teach kids how to use a bank.
Fun.
2,000 years.
So, yeah, they use way too much slow-mo in the beginning of that. Like, she walks in, she busts through the doors, there's slow-mo of the bullet flying past her, and then there's another shot in slow-mo of the bullet flying past her, and she dodges. It's like, okay, we don't need to see two of these. Put the first one fast and the second one slow. Like we could trim this up. But I don't think it could be much shorter. Maybe 3:45, 3:30 instead of 4. But fun fact about that museum thing. In the 2017 cut, the explosion that happens in the building, it happens on the first floor or the bottom floor, not to confuse our British viewers. And in the Snyder cut, it happens on the second floor. So, fun little fact.
I'd probably make this film 4.5 hours long.
Oh, he's extending it. What are you adding?
I want to add more. I want to see more. Give me some stuff with the Martian Manhunter. Give me some stuff with another superhero. Bring the Green Lantern in and add another hour into the film.
I believe that's the Martian Manhunter.
What?
The Green what?
Well,
the Green Lantern is the Martian Manhunter?
He wanted to have Green Lantern, but then WB said
and
no.
Then he ended up with
So he's like, well, Martian Manhunter I was going to put in this movie as well. But yeah, I guess we'll have Martian Manhunter show up at the end.
Now, here's a question. Why didn't Martian Manhunter save Pa Kent?
Well, for one, he didn't know Pa Kent. For two...
Kind of looks like he knew Pa Kent.
What? No, he didn't. Also, that's such a random thing. Like, why didn't he help stop Doomsday? Would have been a normal question.
He was there the whole time.
He literally says at the end of this film, you know what? I've decided I have a stake in this world, and you've inspired me, Batman, to help protect it.
The stake in the world is his adopted son, Superman.
It's not his adopted son. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's fine. It's like
you
when you watch a Marvel movie.
He was just pretending to be Martha for a minute. He's been Martha for, gosh dang on, 60 years now on Earth.
Well, that's
Martha
not
always
true.
was. No, there is no Martha. Martha is and always has been. Yeah, that's our buddy Manhunter again.
He's clearly seen a different film than we have.
I think he rewatched the 2017 cut and then read about the Snyder cut. He was like, I didn't see any of this. I don't know why nobody's talking about when the Flash draws on that guy's face. Like, come on, that's a classic scene.
Why did he do a Hitler stash and not an evil villain goatee? That's what I don't understand.
He did do an evil villain goatee. Was it a Hitler stash? I don't remember that.
I think it was the evil villain goatee, but now we're talking about a different. I think he's talking about the 19-something cut. Was there a Justice League in the 1990s?
There was like a TV movie. I don't know.
Maybe
if
that's the
90s.
One he's talking about. I think that's the one he's talking about.
90s. I don't know. It wasn't good.
That's probably the one he's talking about. If Martian Manhunter was Martha all along,
Alright.
and then there's a Hitler stash.
Yeah, I don't have too many complaints about anything at this point. I mean, I think if I saw this with fresh eyes, like, I'd be like, well, how come Darkseid lost the planet? But then at the same time, like, in the movie they say that he's traveled multi-dimensions and it's been thousands of years.
Yeah, he was
So,
young. He was real young.
Yeah, he lost
He was
it.
young, ignorant, and, young and dumb.
But then why
young,
does
dumb, and
Steppenwolf
broke.
know everything about Earth? Like,
Because
wouldn't that
that's his
trigger
uncle?
some stuff for Uxas? Or Darkseid?
Guys, please avoid all triggers.
This has been your gun and mental health lecture with,
Please avoid all triggers.
Alright, what do we want to talk about now? Snydercut sucks. It's over. Move on.
I am gonna... Oh, God. Don't talk about my film like that. Don't talk about it that way.
You said you were going to watch Shazam. Get on that. It's good.
I'll watch it.
Shazam.
Hey, which one did you like more? Snydercut or Shazam?
Me?
You didn't watch it. I'd said his name.
Oh, okay.
I don't
remember Shazam.
I mean, I guess I'd go with I'd probably like Snydercut just for a bigger overall theme, but Shazam was tighter.
All right.
So
good feedback.
It's tighter.
Yeah. It's all about length for him.
Yeah. Absolutely. Alright, let me talk about rumors here. I got a couple of rumors. Alright. What here? Okay, I guess I'll start with this one. I guess since we got the Xbox Games with Gold for April out, there was a rumor about PlayStation Plus titles from April till June. And April, we already know Oddworld is coming as a PlayStation Plus title.
oh, that's right. I didn't care about that though.
Yeah,
I cared because I didn't want it.
Yeah, I didn't care about it either, honestly. The other two games that are rumored to be here is Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions, that soccer anime game, and then A Hat in Time. A lot of people are talking about A Hat in Time. I don't know what this game is. Can somebody explain what A Hat in Time is?
No.
Hat in Time, isn't that part of like the bend there, Dan that stuff?
I do not know what that is.
Bend there, Dan that is an old indie game about Ben and Dan. That's been in my Steam library since 2009 or so. It's a point-and-click adventure, and often I thought it got bundled along with A Hat in Time. Oh nope, its two sequels are Time, Gentlemen, Please, and Where of the Clockwork God, which is a new one, 2020. Time, Gentlemen, Please is 2009, and that's what I was thinking of. You said it's called A Hat in Time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the game, yeah.
That's the rumor, yeah. I always thought it was a
2017 game. It is. It's a bundle. It was in Humble Bundle. It's a 3D platformer throwback style game from 2017, compared to Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro, and Psychonauts. So it's probably fine if you want to play an old-fashioned thing. And
yeah, I remember
maybe it's not.
Reviews were really good for that one, and it was highly recommended and talked about at the time. But it was just not a game for me. It'd be a weak month.
Right.
I don't know what the anime soccer is.
I don't know about that one. That month would probably be pretty boring if that was the actual if that was it. Which when are we supposed to know that? I think it's supposed to be tomorrow because it's the end of the month tomorrow.
Nothing against A Hat in Time, but I like
Friday,
big flashy games, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What were the games with gold from April?
Xbox released it today. I will bring it up in just 1 second here. Give me a minute.
1 second, 1 minute. Which is it?
A minute.
Oh, full time.
Fill time.
I wasn't talking to you. You're not understanding how this works.
Where is the April?
He's not filling time.
No, he's not filling time. I know he's not filling time. While I'm looking for that, I'm gonna point out one more thing. Did anybody see the tweet from CD Projekt? Actually, two tweets. One about The Witcher 3 getting a PS5 patch later on this year, as
Where
well as
else am I
now,
to play The Witcher?
and now their new tweet that they're deciding to reconsider Cyberpunk 2077's multiplayer, so they may just cancel it altogether.
I did not see
People
either
call
of
that a
those. I saw
game.
the other one where they are expanding.
Yes, they are expanding, but there's two tweets where they talked about the patch for Witcher, which I don't know how they're doing that patch now that they're also doing Cyberpunk's patch as well. And then I guess all the future content of Cyberpunk is up in the air now because they don't know whether I think it's going to be good for them to do or not. I don't know. But that was just something I just read. Actually, that was confirmed by IGN. So, anybody have any thoughts on that?
I mean, makes sense.
My thought is, why did they release a 48 gigabyte patch for Cyberpunk that fixed nothing?
Games with gold, I found, and I have no idea why they did that because they're stupid. They're
Yeah, we'll
dumb.
get
That
back to
game.
that in a moment. What's the games of gold?
Vikings, Wolves of Heimerd, I think that's what it is. Truck racing simulator. Dark Void. That was actually a game I remember, and I was actually interested in that when it first came out because it was a dude in a jetpack and it looked like Iron Man. I was like, that's cool.
Oh no,
And
bad.
then, yeah, I
I
heard it was
played
a
the
horrible
demo.
game afterwards. Yeah. Hardcore Uprising is the last one out there. So those are the
Okay.
4 games for. Yeah, I don't. None of these. Okay.
Well, that's comforting to know that both of them would suck if that's the case.
From what I've read with people's reactions to games with gold, they've been on a steady decline for quite a bit now. And since PlayStation
Yeah.
hit it out of the park last month and I think the month before,
Since the PS5's come out, PlayStation I think has done a really great job with games with gold or
absolutely,
the free plus games a month. Is there really even a name for that?
The PS Plus games.
I mean, yeah, games with gold is
Yeah.
an actual name. I don't know. But yeah, that's if that's a month, one new PS5 game that some people probably care about. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
In regards to the CD Projekt Red stuff, yeah, that patch, it's like 500 things fixed, and then this one journalist, I think his name is Paul Tessie or Tassie or something like that. He was showing, he had video of like oh, they updated the cops response. Yeah, it takes them a few more seconds to load, respawn in, and it's still trash.
It doesn't fix like the main problem I already had was just you can't drive a car around without it crashing.
Yeah, well, you ever think you should walk more? Save the environment? That's on you.
I would have to agree with that.
Thank you. I deleted the game from my console, and I honestly don't know if I will play it when the next gen version comes out. And at this point, I think when they do the next gen version, I don't trust them. I can't imagine how broken that will be, or if they'll even charge for it. I know they said they wouldn't, but like I don't trust that.
I don't know if anybody's gonna trust them with games anymore after how this came out.
I saw people reacting to Witcher 3 getting a patch, and then also reacting to there's rumors that they confirmed that they're working on the next Witcher game.
so they're excited for that one because it was well done, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, when Witcher 3 first launched, it had a lot of issues as well and wasn't fixed for a few months.
But this is going on 100 days that has been physically removed out of the PlayStation Store, and
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
out
it
of the
wasn't as
Xbox
big
Store.
as this, obviously, but it
Yeah.
still had a lot of issues. A plethora, if you will.
Let me just get back to the rumor real quick. So May's rumored plus titles are Injustice 2 with the PS5 enhancement patch, Cuphead, and Dreams.
Oh, that's a good month.
May would look real good with Cuphead and
That's
Dreams.
a good month.
I just don't care about Cuphead and side scrollers, particularly if they're not Mario. You know?
I would try Cuphead just because I heard it's so difficult. I tried it on my alt. I would try it on my alt.
Did you play Meat Boy back in the day when Meat Boy was the only indie game in existence?
Yeah, I own it on PS4 and PS3.
Okay.
So played it on my alt. On my PS3, my alt was just no online account. I would just go on there and play. So no trophies. But PS4, I think I booted it up once. So I should download it. Play it. I had fun. It was hard, but I was having fun with it. Never beat it. So I was like, eh. But yeah, the Dreams, finally.
Dreams would be a very, very good.
I would love it, but also I would love a PS5 patch for Dreams.
Yeah, in parentheses it says PS4 and PS5, so I'm assuming there might be a PS5 patch for that.
That's not enough confirmation for me. I need confirmation. There's PS5 patch coming. People are making crazy stuff, and I can't imagine what they would make.
Well, on the side note, okay, so I'm not done with the rumor, but I will mention another rumor that I have with Dreams. Apparently, Sony's trying to expand Dreams out to make it accessible outside of a Sony ecosystem. So maybe a potential PC port that's going to be coming.
Please! But the thing I worry about most with this is it can't be better on PC than it is on PlayStation. Because if they have mods and stuff on PC, and then people just go crazy, we better be able to play them on PlayStation. There needs to be cross support if that's the case. This is something that I've been preaching about. I'm a big fan of Dreams. I pretty much love everything Media Molecule does. I just don't understand why. I convinced Genesis to finally get it, and he's played it recently, and Dreams is an experience, and I think if you're a PlayStation owner, I honestly think Astro should have been something that came with the PlayStation, and I also think Dreams should have come with every PlayStation 5. I really do.
That would have been a good thing. And Astro should have been like somehow made. If it was made on Dreams, that would have been even better. But
I mean, no, that could be its own thing.
Well, if they knew how to make it, and that's them showing off the power of Dreams.
No,
because there's things that people making on Dreams that it's like I don't understand how they're doing this.
Oh yeah, I always every time I've played like in the most like recently, number one fan of the podcast Kevin is there, and I'm always like I don't even know how these people made this title sequence, like when people are like making their logos. And then press X to start. It's like I don't even know how you got there. I can barely make grass in that game. It's so crazy.
The final rumor here would that PS Plus games until July is June's, which June is rumored to entail Grand Theft Auto Online, the PlayStation 5 version, which would also include an next-gen upgrade. It would be available. Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus remaster for PlayStation 5 and for PlayStation 4, because that would be the same time that Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart is also coming out. So, also we were supposed to get the updated version of GTA 5 sometime in the summertime, so June-ish would make sense for that, especially if that's if they want to capture a lot of PlayStation 5 consoles out there, which hopefully by June there's more out in the wild for people to go buy. If they did that, I think that would sell PlayStation 5s pretty quickly.
I don't think they need to put GTA 5 on PlayStation Plus. So I'm curious to see, like the single player game. Like I'm curious to see if they would do that because a new version GTA 5 is still in the top 10 selling games like every month. Like still it's still there. Game came out in 2013. So I I I mean I guess they could give it away. But I
I mean,
guarantee you people would keep buying it still.
oh, I'm sure, yeah, if they could give it away for, but remember, it says Grand Theft Auto Online, so I'm assuming you'd only get the online portion of it. So, like, if you wanted the original story part of it, you'd buy the disc version, you get a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version.
That makes sense, I think. That makes sense because the online there is a price barrier to it, but if they offer it basically as a free to play, then yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good solution.
I don't know.
Have any thoughts?
Yeah, I think both of those are fine parts of the discussion.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a live audience member.
God. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Would you get Dreams, by the way?
No, I don't care about dreams.
Okay.
I am consistently disappointed anytime I actually have touched one or watched an extended version of one. I mean, it's an interesting creative platform, but I don't think it existing as a commercial product is viable in the long term. If they released it as like a free tool set, maybe. But as a buy-in for $40,
So what you've just said is, if it was free, it's coming free to Plus. Now, how
I
do you
still want
feel?
to play with it.
But
It's
it's
the same
free.
thing as like, I don't care. I'm not going to touch it. I enjoy the idea that other people can be out there. I mean, think of all the times like RPG Maker has been free for people, and then they can go make themselves their 2D, their isometric games and such using this free toolkit. Pretty cool. I'm not going to play any of them because I don't think RPG Maker games look great, and they're not the gameplay that people have generally invented with them isn't anything that I'm interested in. And that even covers like To the Moon, the indie darling, about people like creating dreams for dying people with cancer. I don't know exactly what it's about because it crashed at the same exact spot for me and I could not proceed whatsoever. It didn't matter how many times I uninstalled it or reinstalled it. It made zero sense. But cool. Good for them. Good for RPG Maker. I don't really care. Same thing about the Dreams engine.
I think you're as crazy as Kevin not playing Astro. That's.
My name is Astro. No, that's insane. Why is he not playing Astrobot?
He
It's
said
already
it just
installed.
I think he deleted it, and he said he just doesn't. It just doesn't appeal to him. He doesn't care for it.
Does he play Spyro? Does he play Crash? Does he play all of those things?
I did not question him further because every time I'm like, "You're crazy, man," and I just get so furious. I want to strangle
Understandable.
him and
You
beat
know what?
him
I'm going
with
to
a
boot up
phone
Astrobot right now.
Oh yeah?
Name is
Gonna beat my times, baby? Whoa!
Oh, no. Nah.
SD.
It's great.
GPU jungle.
Yeah,
SSD Highway? Memory Meadows? And I don't remember what the other place is.
GPU jungle.
Yeah, there's 4 though. I'm missing one.
Wasn't something with the fan?
The beach.
Well, you know what? Here we go.
It's the beach.
Astro's Playroom.
Anyways, figure that out.
Ya.
Yeah. No, I have dreams. I disagree with. I think everyone should try it. Just
Microsoft
just give it a whirl.
did release a version of Halo 4 Forge. Could have been Halo 5 Forge.
Yeah, Forge.
On PC.
Yeah, they did.
Honestly, I think you're probably going to get more control with a mouse.
All right.
Oh my gosh. When you load in for the first time into your saved game, a little controller loads, and then the touchpad pops open, and Astra's right there, and you just have to fire him out
Yeah,
into CPU Plaza.
just like when you
I've
started.
never noticed that.
Anyways, well, he's having a blast.
Cooling
That's gonna work.
Springs.
Cooling Springs, yeah, that's it.
Oh my
That's where
gosh, the
Kratos and
soundtrack of
Atreus
this
are.
is amazing.
It's a great game.
Everyone's just excited to see me here again. They're like, whee!
I'm glad Japan Studios is still, or Team Asobi is still going.
Yeah,
Okay.
this thing is great. Top notch.
Yeah,
Team Asobi, stick with Studio Japan, but honestly, make more of these.
they are.
Well, what's
Yeah, they
Ape
are.
Escape about? I've never played an Ape Escape, but I'm betting they're
That's
great.
dead. Who cares?
They died?
Ape Escape's dead. Haven't been an Ape Escape game in years.
I mean, when's the last Ape Escape? It was like PS2. Maybe PS1 even.
It's a while ago.
I think PS1.
It's a while ago.
I think PS1. Nintendo apparently has some new Joy-Cons that are going to be coming out to replace the ones that are out now.
Oh, for the drift?
Yeah, it's another rumor I got here. So it looks like a patent that they have for this coming out to replace the old Joy-Cons. Another rumor I have here is Bloodborne Anniversary Special. Apparently, it's supposed to be coming out this year. It's a PC, PS5 port or remaster of Bloodborne.
Interesting. I definitely just saw some comments on the post about Ratchet getting a patch. People are like, I hope Bloodborne was, and people are pretty convinced that Bloodborne would not, with the fact that Bloodborne didn't even get a PS4 Pro patch. Like, why would they get a PS5 patch?
People have been asking for Bloodborne patch since before the game came out for PS5. Like, it's so... Like, that fan base is dedicated. Especially since that one guy hacked the game on PC and gave it 60 frames. And was like, yeah, it was actually really easy.
Oh, is that our boy, I forgot his name. Is it the same guy that did it for Dark Souls?
I think so.
Something?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, though. But, yeah, like, come on. Let's just give it to them. I'm sick of seeing it. So.
And this comes from Imran Khan.
I know him. Not personally.
Okay.
But.
No. You also have to make the distinction. That's not the Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan. It's the leaker Imran Khan.
It did throw me off for a second.
When you Google, he's like the third down, I think.
Yes. Yes,
so
he
just
is.
type Imran Khan games. It should pop up.
Yes.
He recently went back into games journalism. Because he was kind of out of it for a bit. More of being a personality, like streaming and stuff. But he's building up a site or something for somewhere. I don't remember. Cool.
Yeah, that's I think almost all I got. I want a little rumor here.
Before Bloodborne?
The joysticks, the new one.
Yeah, did they announce any reason for doing it? Is it just to fix the stick drift, or is it like
just a patent that they have? Just a patent on a new joystick. It could also be for the Switch Pros that are allegedly supposed to be coming out this year sometime.
Does it look different?
When you look at the patent itself, it looks like the console itself is different. Because the console itself looks thicker and it looks like it's made differently. The controller itself is also different with the button placements and all that. Looks like there's gonna have like 2 buttons, and the actual joystick itself is gonna be like a 3DS joystick and not like a Switch joystick. Which I think that'd be stupid because 3DS joysticks hurt your thumbs.
Yeah, I didn't mind the joysticks on my Switch. Like holding the Switch itself, I think it's actually pretty nice. I don't like the controller that they give, like when you take them off and put it on that like mount that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a GameCube like wireless controller. I haven't used
The
it yet.
GameCube wireless ones are always going to be better.
But I also haven't turned on my Switch in over a year at this point. So
yeah, it's okay. Just throw it in the garbage. It's not
You know,
worth it.
there's probably an Animal Crossing event for you.
There's so many. I've missed everything. I can't wait to go back and all my villagers are dead because I didn't feed them. That's not a thing. It's not Neopets, but
It's okay. It should be a thing. It's fine.
I had no friends to play with and no trophies. So
no reason to stay. Did you ever play Stardew Valley?
no, I bought it. Oh god, I was looking at trophies. Awful. Might do that on my ult.
Oh, is it on console now, Stardew Valley?
That's where I bought it.
I did not realize that existed.
Yeah,
Did they put the multiplayer patch on console or no?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Genesis, you said you had another rumor?
Kojima Productions just talking about their next game soon. People are saying Death Stranding 2. People are saying he wanted to make some episodic title. People are also saying that. Yeah, people are saying he might make Bloodborne 2. People are saying he might make the Second Coming of Jesus Christ and all that. So
I would be happy for it not to be an episodic title. I thought we were done with that. I thought like everything was going to be an episode in like I don't know 2007. And then we're like, oh, maybe this doesn't make sense.
I didn't mind episodes for stuff.
It just was everything was going episodic.
Yeah, but I would just wait.
And a lot of time we never got the episodes.
It was nice because, like, if they all come out, like, a couple weeks later, nobody was buying it. So then, like, the season pass for the whole thing was, like, $5.
Thinking of, like, just episodic games that never had all episodes come out. Like, there would be a single one. I think one of them was famously, like, that Sin game.
Sin?
Yeah, it was like a sequel to a PlayStation era. Sin episodes were for that they've expanded upon 1998 computer game Sin. S-I-N, where the I was lowercase, the S and the N were uppercase. It was a first-person shooter using Quake 2 in a dystopian future in a mega city to get rid of stuff. And that's what the original Sin was.
I don't think I've ever heard of this. So then
there's going to be a second. Oh, it was highly anticipated in 2006.
I'm still waiting for Agent.
Agent, honestly, maybe they should have released it episodically because that's all that ever happened.
Genesis, we've talked about Agent a bunch. Remember that?
I remember that. I would love to see that.
I mean, I think they confirmed that it was finally canceled, but
Did they, or did they say that they're still making it?
No, I'm pretty sure they said, like, yeah, that deal is not going to happen. I mean, they did announce it back in 2008, 9? And then they were like, Sony, we're sorry about the GTA stuff. We're going to give you an exclusive game, and it's called Agent. And everybody in Sony was like, that's exciting. And then they were like, JK.
JK. Absolutely, JK.
Yeah, no, Kojima, I don't care about any of the work he does.
Listen, I would love a Death Stranding.
In a way, I think he's very similar to Zack Snyder. He's got very dedicated fans. But you either like him or you don't.
Don't talk about good people in that manner. Okay?
I mean, honestly, that's a very apt comparison. No, I've once said that before, and Steffi agreed.
Okay, there's another rumor. Death Stranding apparently is going to be one of April's PS Plus titles.
I'd play Death Stranding if it was a PS Plus title.
I might it too, yeah, honestly. The trophies aren't terrible. I would just mute it so I don't hear that dumbass story, you know what I mean?
Alright, that's it for our podcast this week.
Putin.
We'll see you guys next week. It's been great, and we're not going to be late this time again. At least I'm not going to be. Adam was on time. I'm not going to be late. I will be on time. And you guys all
I'm
stay
not a real
safe out there.
contributor.
And you guys watch the Snyder Cut. If Death Stranding is a PS Plus title, play it. And don't listen to what anybody else has to tell you. And
Guys, watch the Donkey review.
don't watch anything about Donkey when it comes to Kingdom
But
Hearts.
also watch the
or
girlfriend reviews.
Watch
Oh yeah,
those
I haven't made it to
instead.
the girlfriend review of Death Stranding yet, though. So
Real, quality review. Different perspective than Donkey. Also valid.
Donkey doesn't have a perspective, and nothing that he says is valid, so I have nothing to do with him.
Alright, well.
So, everybody be safe, wear a mask, COVID's still out there.
He was supposed to be a guest next week, but I guess we gotta cancel that.
What? We're having a guest?
We were, but you don't like him, so he's not coming.
Alright,
yeah,
good.
he just heard you talking shit about him. So,
Awesome. Twitch.tv/craftingachat. Find us on Twitter at chatcrafting. And YouTube channel starting too late. You'll see all of our stuff there.
Yeah,
You
or
guys
just type in
have a
Crafting
nice
Chat on YouTube or Twitch. You should find it pretty easily.
Yeah. You guys have a nice week, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
Bye.